Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Peg City Chat with Nat. This is your energetic host, Natalie Bell. I'm super excited today because I'm going to be talking about something that everyone seems to be talking about. So whether you're ogling Pinterest, checking out the latest home decor blogs, or hooked on home improvement shows like me, there is no doubt that DIY, do-it-yourself projects are having a bit of a moment right now. In fact, more than half of people who tackle make-it-yourself projects are under age 35, except for me, because I'm not over. But we won't go there. But they're spending more than $1,000 a year on their handmade products. So today's guest, which I'm very pumped about, is at the forefront of that very movement, and she is now joining us with some easy, fresh for fall ideas. She's a lifestyle expert and a DIY guru. It's Erica Domesek, founder of the popular book and brand P.S. I Made This. Hi, Erica. How you doing?
Hey, Natalie. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad you have time out of your busy day to chat with me today.
Of course. This is the highlight of my day, Natalie.
Oh, well, geez. You're making me blush. All right, so let's get started because I know we don't have lots of time. So tell me, why is DIY, why is do-it-yourself stuff so much more popular than ever before?
You know, DIY is, just like you said, it is just blowing up, and we have so many reasons to thank. Obviously, we have to thank our creativity that we've always had inside of us, but now it can just come out, and we can get our hands dirty, and we can get inspired every day, 24 hours a day, by scrolling through things like Pinterest or Instagram or looking up how-tos on YouTube. You know, the idea that people have been making things, like, that's not a new thing, but now it is empowering and people are so excited to make things for weddings and parties and themselves and gifts. And having access to so many online resources is just like bigger and better than ever.
It is. It's amazing to watch, actually. It's been quite the evolution. So what if you're like me and you're all thumbs, but you still want to be creative and express your creativity? What are some simple products that I could even do? Just even Natalie.
Well, Natalie, listen, I have all the confidence in you, but let me just say, sometimes you can start off with something smaller and things that you definitely know that you can create, and this is one of them. This is my accessory geode rack that you can do. It's a great weekend project. Fun things to do with friends or kids. All you need for this project is a wooden plank, your favorite color spray paint. I chose Awareness Pink. It's a fun, kind of girly neutral. And for the hooks, we got a little creative. Now, I use these Geo Rocks, but you can also use things like dresser drawer pulls. Now, you want to put an ample amount of adhesive on there. This adhesive will stick anything to everything, and E6000 just needs to set overnight. So after 24 hours, you know, you're good to go and you're ready to stick it on the wall. You can hang things like jewelry or scarves or your headphones, and it's a fun accent too. It's kind of like fashion and function all in one.
I love that. You know what? I have two teen daughters.
I
think that would work very well.
This is awesome for teens, kids, absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect for messy rooms.
Totally.
Yeah. So what are some other types of fun, simple ideas that we can use right now? Because as you know, the weather is changing. We're heading into fall. There's definitely the things I would like to put up around the house, but I just don't want to just go out and buy something. I would love to do something that's, you know, that says me, that says it's my house.
Sure. Well, again, back to the whole thing about, you know, your skill level and your just kind of like desire and level to dive into DIY. You don't have to be an expert. This is something that we all want to have plants inside our house, even outside the house too. But you know, sometimes your plants, especially whether it be like a succulent or a fern, they come in those plastic vessels, and those containers aren't very attractive looking. So if you have about 10 minutes and one can of spray paint, you can cover that with 2 coats. I love metallics because they look super luxe. And you can do small containers, you can do large planters, and they're great. You could even do your herb garden, you know, in one. So I love that anyone can do that. Also, speaking about inside the home, wall art is another great fall project. This is something that's a conversation piece. It's something that you can gift people. I love this. You know, this one is made out of feathers, just your regular plain feathers that you can find at the craft store. And I picked a fun palette here, these cool colors, where layering them, the golds and the blues and the greens, look, they just turned out really awesome. Make sure you spray paint outside. Yeah, it looks super fun, but by cutting them and using your glue gun to glue in a circular pattern or any creative pattern onto a foam board and putting it into a really beautiful frame is something that will just all of a sudden turn into like a wow piece for any wall.
Yeah, I love it. Well, you know what? You're talking about some of the actual materials you're using. So I definitely have glue guns in the house.
Okay.
I have different types of planters, all sorts of things, and definitely need to get some spray paint because that seems to be a key.
I mean, always. It's one of my favorite go-tos.
Yeah. So where do you find all of these materials and tools?
You know, well, speaking about the spray paint, I picked up all these colors at True Value, who I've actually partnered with, and so many of the things that you saw here have come from True Value, but I also had a lot of stuff at home. You know, the whole beauty about buying things for craft projects, they're not necessarily one and done. So if you're getting some spray paint for one project, you're gonna have this can for a long time. So it's great to also repurpose and reuse things that you do have at home too. The whole essence of DIY is about these main factors of reusing, repurposing, and reinventing things that you might already have. So it's not always about going out to the hardware store and buying things. So it's a nice combination of both.
Well, and that's good to know, too, because I'm on a budget with 3 kids, 2 in braces. So it's really good to repurpose some of those items. But, yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. Like right now, my number one, True Value, I'm heading to get spray paint. I'm telling you that right now.
Everybody
love
it.
To me.
Yeah, get some fun colors.
Yeah, and I love the metallics. That one looked amazing. I need to do that. That is my new weekend project.
Love it.
When I think about projects that I've done, which aren't very many, but I will definitely start after you've inspired me so much. What would you say has been your favorite DIY project that you've ever done?
Wow, that's a hard question. That's like me asking you which one of your 3 children is your favorite, you know? I have to say, oh my gosh, I'm telling. No, I'm not. I'm the youngest, so it's okay. I'll let you say that. You know, I think that for me, I've worked on so many different projects over the years. I never have a favorite, but I do get excited about the seasons. And I think whatever season is happening, I do latch on to that. So we're getting into the most exciting time from fall into holiday. So for me, this is one of the best times to get creative and to do things with your family. And especially before the gifting season, you know, it's great. Before we know it, you know, Thanksgiving's going to be here and we're going to be making place settings. But, you know, keep in mind, even the things that you've seen here are things that you can do all year round. So, and get creative, and you can, you know, riff on them and put your own stamp on them and really make it your own.
That's the tough part that I have. But I know now, like I said, you've just done it so simply that I'm ready to get out there, and I'm sure my listeners and
I
readers
love
will
that
too. I love it. But where can we find some more information and inspiration?
Well, you know, I invite you to go to truevalueprojects.com so you can see everything that we made here today and get the full how-tos, because, you know, this is stuff that you're definitely going to want to make and share with your friends and family too. So go to truevalueprojects.com, and you know what? Keep your eyes open when you're walking down the street, because you never know where you're going to find inspiration next.
I love it. Thank you so much, Erica.
Thank you.
This is awesome. It wasn't long enough. I could have spent the whole day talking to you.
Well, I'm free tomorrow if you want to hang out, so.
I got your number.
All right, great.
Well, thank you so much again. Everyone that's listening, you will find all of this wonderful information in addition to additional inspiration as well at truevalueprojects.com. I will have it listed on the blog, PegCityLovely.com, as well as on the Blog Talk Radio page of Peg City Chat with Nat. Thanks to everyone for listening. And Erica, I hope you have a fabulous week.
You too.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye.